Did you know that 25% of UK's adult social care workforce are non-British workers? Now, what if I told you that recent immigration policy changes are drastically reducing their numbers by as much as 85% in just 1 year? What does this mean for the future of the care sector in the UK? In this video, I am going to address the following questions. What are the recent key changes to the UK immigration policies, specifically impacting the health and social care sector? How are these changes affecting the recruitment and the retention of the staff within the care sector? What potential impact will these policy shifts have on the overall costs of care services in the whole of the UK, both in the short and the long term? Hello everyone, this is Sachin Sawant, your UK immigration lawyer. Today I am going to dive into a topic that affects not just our incredible healthcare system, the NHS, but also a hidden aspect of the law you might not expect, personal injury claims as well. Before I begin, if you wish to receive regular updates, hit the link in the description to join our mailing list. It's free. You will receive regular document checklists, latest UK immigration updates, exclusive free advice sessions, usually via emails, detailed eligibility requirements, and helpful tips for successful applications. So let's begin. The silent workforce. Unpacking the UK care sector. So this is where we begin. Imagine this class represents the entire UK adult social care sector. For years, UK has relied on a vital, often unsung part of this workforce, our dedicated non-British worker, also called as migrants. In fact, in 2024, approximately 25% of the adult social care workforce was made up of non-British individuals. Think of these beats that I am dropping in, each one representing a non-British care worker, a migrant. They are the integral part, a crucial part of the fabric that holds up the whole care system. So the migrants are a very important part of the whole care system, 25% in 2024. They provide essential support, compassion, expertise to some of the most vulnerable people in our society. But what happens when the flow of these vital contributing people slows down or even stops? That's exactly what we are seeing right now. With the recent changes to the policy, UK immigration policies, the tides are turning now. Let's have a closer look at policy shifts. This is the number 23,000. Remember this. The numbers tell a compelling story. In the year ending March 2025, only 23,000 health and care work visas were granted to main applicants. Now consider this against a staggering 85% fewer, so they are minus 85% lesser than the peak we saw in 2023, a time when care workers were added to the shortage occupation list (SOL) to encourage more international recruitment. So 85% less than when they were added to the SOL, shortage occupation list. This isn't just a number, it represents thousands of potential care workers who aren't coming to the UK, 85% less. And it creates a significant ripple effect. Let's break down some of the key changes that are driving this shift. To begin with, stricter visa requirements. Care providers are now facing a new hurdle. Before they can even think of recruiting a migrant, someone from overseas, they must first prove they've genuinely tried to find a worker already within England who needs a sponsorship. It's called as, let's call it local first approach. First local one, only then overseas. Now, here's an interesting point. There's been a recent crackdown on rogue care providers, which has unfortunately left around 40,000 workers displaced, 40,000. Many of these individuals are skilled and ready to enter the workforce, but the new rules still pose a challenge. For providers looking to sponsor the immigration white paper. So the white paper published in May 2025. I made another video, but let's talk about care work in this. This document signals a major policy direction that outlines an end to overseas recruitment for care workers. Yes, you heard that right. While there's a transition period until 2028, allowing for visa extensions and in-country switching for those already here, the long-term plan is to halt new overseas recruitment. That's in the white paper for this sector. So, another significant change is the eligibility period for indefinite leave to remain. For many under the points-based system, this period is increasing from 5 years currently and is going to 10 years. So instead of 5, it's going to 10. Imagine you are working hard, contributing to the UK economy, and suddenly your path to permanent residency is extended, almost doubled. Yeah, it is doubled. This impacts long-term planning and stability for many. If you are getting value in this video, please give a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos on UK visas, UK immigration policies, updates, etc. etc. Let's continue. Changes since March 2024. Dependent restrictions. This was the very big one. A major shift. Care workers, so the care workers, migrants, restricted from bringing dependents with them. Family members, husband, wife, children under 18, etc. This is a huge factor to many who consider moving to work as a family unity is often a primary motivator. CQC registration. To combat exploitation and abuse, care providers are now required to register with the CQC, Care Quality Commission. This is a positive step for worker protection, but it also adds another layer of administrative burden and cost for providers. Increased salary thresholds. The minimum salary threshold for skilled workers has increased in the care work sector from to 12.82 per hour. That is 25,000 per annum, and it was earlier it was 23,200. So that's a significant increase. This ensures workers are paid fairly, but it also means higher operational costs for care providers. If you have questions about your specific circumstances, please remember this video provides a general guidance. It's vital to seek specialist advice tailored to your situation. Book your proven consultation advice session. I say personal consultation is always gold. That's what I recommend. Let's continue. The domino effect. Impact on care costs and personal injury claims. These policy changes aren't isolated. They are like a series of dominoes, each one having a knocking effect on the next, creating a chain reaction. And one of the most significant impacts will be on care costs, which, believe it or not, directly affects personal injury claims as well, especially those involving catastrophic injuries and large losses. In the short term, recruitment, so this is one of the impacts in the short term. Recruitment, competition, and higher wages. So there will be competition for recruitment and higher wages. With small number of pool, so overseas not allowed, only within UK people can change, switch, etc. Restrictions on overseas recruitment, care providers are already facing intense competition. This naturally drives up the wages as they try to attract and retain staff. Higher recruitment costs, finding suitable candidates, especially domestically, requires more efforts and resources. Increasing recruitment costs, staff retention challenges. If wages are rising across the board, care workers might be more inclined to switch employers for better pay, making staff retention a constant battle. Is another knock-on effect. The result, the overall costs of care services are almost certainly going to rise. And when care costs go up, so do the expenses associated with personal injury claims where ongoing care is needed. This means larger settlements, and that has significant implications for insurers, legal teams involved in these cases. Another domino effect. We also can't forget the administrative burden while the crackdown on non-compliance and exploitation is absolutely the right direction. Definitely it should be monitored very well. Exploitation should be curbed. It means care providers need to adapt to new regulations, which requires additional administrative efforts and the costs. Again, pushing care costs higher and higher. Second part, in medium term, that was the short term. On the medium term, these dominoes which are standing, we might see some stabilization. They may not fall. Care providers will slowly adjust, develop new strategies, and hopefully we'll see a higher quality of care emerge from the increased regulatory scrutiny and investment in training. However, even with improved quality, higher training and wage costs will likely persist. Now, talking about the long term, we covered the short term, medium term, and the long term. This is where things get really interesting, where technology comes into play, steps in. We live in a world of rapidly advancing technology, AI. To alleviate these increasing stresses and costs, the care sector will automatically, undoubtedly look more and more towards new technology to improve both efficiency and the quality of care. Think about it. This could be something as simple as a new improved aids and equipment to assist with transfers and lifting, or even automating more routine tasks. Anything, automation in every area, like closing curtains, etc. The goal to increase a person's independence and reduce the level of intrusion in their daily lives. So technology can be used, AI, any smart gadgets, automation can be used. That's how costs can be controlled. That may be one of the ways that the industry may go towards. This can lead to a more dignified and potentially more cost-effective care model. So what's the road ahead? Navigating the new landscapes. The global immigration landscape is constantly switching, and the UK's policies are no exception to that. The recent changes, coupled with reduced net migration, are creating immediate pressures on our care sector. This will inevitably translate into higher care costs, particularly in the short to medium term. For anyone involved in personal injury claims where care is a factor, it is absolutely crucial to monitor these developments. Make sure you keep a regular update of all these developments, note them down, follow these developments regularly. It's also vital for the personal injury and insurance industries to explore emerging technologies like these ones, anything, AI, artificial intelligence, automation, innovative care solutions, curtain closing automatically, bed lifting automatically, anything and everything on a case by case basis. By collaborating with experts, insurers can find ways to manage financial pressures while still ensuring claimants receive the very best care. Ultimately, staying informed and adaptable will be key. Future policy changes could either ease or intensify these challenges, and being prepared is half the battle. So let's summarize. These are complex issues with far reaching consequences, but understanding them is the first step towards navigating them successfully. The first stage is understanding these challenges. Only then you can navigate them. If you have questions about how these immigration changes might affect your specific situation, whether you are a care provider or an individual migrant, please remember this video provides general guidance. It's vital to seek specialist advice tailored to your situation. Book our proven consultation and advice session. That's always gold. At Visa Solutions, we are here to help you understand these evolving laws, ever-changing laws, and find the right solutions. Now that you have understood what the UK immigration policies hold for the future of the care sector in the UK, if you wish to understand about the government's white paper in simple words, watch this video here. And don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who might find it useful. There are many who do need all this information. Share it with others. Subscribe to our channel for more insights into UK immigration law. Also, hit that notification bell too so you don't miss out on our next video. Until next time, take care and stay informed. Thank you.